Hey guys, Aaron with Light the Fire Outdoors. Today we got the new Tactacam FTS mounted to the 270. We're going to be doing a little extended range zeroing here. We're going to try to zero our rifle right about 270 yards. That'll get us from 0 to 300 within an effective kill range of an animal. So that's kind of the goal today, but also we want to just get this FTS rocking and rolling so bring you guys the best footage we can of our spring bear hunts and any hunts we do throughout the year, whether it's mule deer, elk, whatever. So first thing we're going to want to do is get the focus right on this thing. So we've got everything set up, but what I want to do is get a focus at 50 yards, just crystal clear, make sure everything's as absolutely as good as it can be. So I've got a target out here at 55 yards, and I've got a trash bag liner sack thing on there that's got a bunch of writing and stuff on it. So I've got the scope parallax set to 50. It's looking great through the scope, and now I got to verify that the Tactacam is seeing what I'm seeing that clearly, and then we'll adjust the focus accordingly. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get to shooting some long range.
One of the coolest features that we love about Tactacam is the Tactacam Wi-Fi feature. The 5.0 and the Solo both feature this option, and it allows us to live stream the camera feed directly to our phone screen so we can actually see exactly what the camera is seeing. For something like the FTS, this is extremely important for doing a proper setup because I needed to know that the camera is actually in focus, just like my eye is when I'm looking through the scope. So we're going to go ahead and connect it here, and then I'll show you guys the live feed and show you how we can watch to see if we're in focus.
Alright, so as you can see, we have our Tactacam 5.0 that's mounted in this FTS. It's on its standard 3x zoom mode, and then it's also in the 4K resolution, so everything should be crystal clear there. So what we're going to do now is take this, I'm going to point it at the target, and we're going to make sure that everything in here is as clear as I can see it through the scope, and then if it's not, we're going to go ahead and adjust our focus until it is. So alright, so it's not quite readable. The scope is an 8x zoom right now. It's not bad, but I say we can do a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust, and we'll make sure that's super crystal clear.
So all you got to do here is just loosen the set screw on the FTS that attaches it to the eyepiece of your scope, pop it off, and then adjust the focus ring of your eyepiece until you get the desired focus that you want for the FTS, and continue doing this until you get it 100% where you want it.
Alright, well at the 55 yards, parallax set to 55, I think we finally got it. So there's a trash bag picture on the trash bag. I can see the letters on this purple piece here. I can read the word Simple Human here pretty well. And going back and forth, I'm really not making much of a difference anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that one. I think we've got it pretty solid. So we're going to go ahead and take some shots now and bump this sucker back from 50 yards to 268 yards and see if we can't get our zero.
Oh, did you see those glasses? Let's watch that again.
We determined we're about 4.5 inches, or roughly the length of a Tactacam low. So we're going to go ahead and move the scope up. We're at 268 yards, quarter MOA, so we're looking at right about 7 clicks, not quite 8 because that would be 5 inches. you know, we might just do it 8 clicks, make it easy on ourselves. So that should rate. All right, so 2 MOAs up from our current 0 to 200, and see what kind of damage we can do.
So the wind noise was absolutely terrible that day. Once we got done shooting there, you can see the wind blowing my shirt strings a little bit. But anyway, we were aiming for that horizontal line there on the board. You can see here the 3 shots we had. One actually busted the tape. The other 2 or 3 are dead center there after we got our left and right adjustment. So right on the money, 268 yards. That should put us, you know, pulling for hair from 0 to about 300, 310, somewhere in that ballpark, which is what we were trying to do with that gun. So we are on the money and ready for hunting season, which you guys are going to see some videos coming up of the FTS on that same 270 with this sight-in procedure put into action. It's going to be some pretty cool stuff, guys. So thanks for watching. Gonna stay tuned for a public service announcement right after this. So thanks again, guys. Good group, great day of shooting. FTS is super simple to use. We're super stoked to be using that this season, and glad to have you watching, guys. Thanks. So as you can see by the sign, we were shooting on a piece of state ground, which is awesome because there's a ton of public ground up here in Montana. And one of my pet peeves is you know, walking into these public places and finding them like left open with trash and all kinds of other stuff. And I'm not much of a Busch Light drinker, but you can see here that someone else was, and they decided to leave their aluminum can there for the next person either to pick up or the deer to look at or whatever. Well, it's pretty unattractive, and that's how we lose access to places, guys. So make sure you're picking up after yourselves, leave it better than you found it, and keep it public.